Can you guys see me? Turn off that. Okay. Yay. Sorry, I had like too many microphones going, I guess. Okay, Michael swears he's going to be here by 7:30. We'll see. We'll see if that happens. That's what he says will happen. Is the mic feedback better? A little bit? All right. Yay. So Captain Doug took Michael out this morning. They left at 5 or something. I haven't heard from them all day, so I have no idea. No idea what the catch was. I don't know, Jean. Your son's pretty cute, in my opinion. Hopefully, his babies are cute too. All right. So I got all your questions if you submitted them on Instagram, but if you have any others, let me know and I'll make sure that he gets those. Well, I just wanted to give the people what they want, Benji. I tell Michael that people want me, but he doesn't always believe that. Just kidding. When did I first start fishing, or when did who? Who are we talking to? Who are we talking to? Cinnamon roll culture. It's like the opposite of cancel culture. I don't know if you guys have heard of politics, but if you're cute and a conservative, you're a cute conservative, and you're part of the cinnamon roll culture. So that should explain it. Free speech and all that. I know you guys are down with that. We could have a whole show just on that stuff. But fishing is probably better. How long have I been fishing? Well, my dad used to take me fishing, like trout fishing in the lake when we'd go camping as a kid. I had a little Fisher Price reel. It was super cute. But really I started fishing with Michael probably 5 or 6 years ago. We used to go out like once a summer. And then 2 or 3 years ago I kind of got into it more, mostly because I started actually catching things, mostly bonito, and some rockfish, and I was like, oh, this fishing thing is kind of fun because when you catch stuff, it's kind of fun. Now I understand why people do it. And then he got me my own fishing rod and reel one Christmas, so then it became more fun. Smart man. I have one rod and reel. He has 12, 13. I don't know how many he has. A lot. So what else is up, you guys? Tell me about this week, some good things that have happened. How many times do you guys go fishing in a week? That's what I want to know. So between now and last Thursday, how many times have you guys gone fishing? And where? Shore pounding counts. The lagoons or whatnot. We haven't named the boat yet, Graham. We have some nicknames for it. I think we'll probably just call it like the submission fishing vessel, or I kind of wanted to call it the slow death boat. That was my boat. So I don't know. 2 times. Once. 0. It's pretty good. 3 times for Joey. Goodness. Did you catch anything in the Carlsbad Lagoon? Michael went out to Carlsbad Lagoon Saturday, I think, for a couple hours. Because his kayak is leaking still, and it was just a little bit too crazy to take the boat out. When he's kind of still getting the hang of things on that. Peter, I was just asking how many times people fish like in a week, like since last week to this week. How many times do you go fishing? So far, somebody's winning Joey with 3 times, which is pretty good. And then somebody asked me when I started fishing. So we could talk about that. When was the first time you guys went fishing? Was it with your dads as kids? Was it as adults? Was it fun the first time? Because I have to be honest, the first time we went on a charter in San Diego, it was freaking freezing. I caught one rockfish. It was about this big, and I was the only one who caught a fish in our group. We got boarded by the Federales in Mexico, so that was exciting. And I was seasick, so I didn't really like it that much. Yeah, the sleeping on the boat is the best, Eric. The nap, just face down on the table, that's the best. Kiwi Reacts goes fishing once a month, but went to Puerto Rico 2 weeks ago. Michael, we don't need you. We're good. What do you guys think? Should I give the seat to Michael? Take a vote. It's kind of scruffy. We want to know, somebody was asking on Instagram if you have a doctor's note for being late, i.e., did you slay the fish? One guess who asked that question.
Eric?
Yeah, no, Aaron. Close. All right, guys, it's been real. It's been real. Maybe sometime. Here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Submission Fishing Live. Glad you could all be here. Man, I just got off the boat. Jessica's like, yeah, they want me to come on. I'm like, well, you better give them what they want. I didn't think she'd actually go on, so.
I didn't either.
But here she was, doing the show.
I did it for Eric.
That's pretty funny. She said she did it for Eric. That's good stuff. Yeah, I went out fishing. Went out with Doug Rubin on the El Sueño, and he called me or hit me up on text a couple weeks ago. Not even a couple weeks ago, I shouldn't say, a couple days ago. And it was funny because I showed up. So I woke up at 3 a.m. this morning. Drove down there, met him at the Marlin Club, and Roman was there too. So I guess he invited Roman. I didn't even know Roman was going. That was pretty funny. We got one tuna today. It was like 100-pounder. I think it was 90 plus pounds. So there was 4 of us. It was Doug Rubin on the El Sueño. It was me, Roman, and then I think his name was Jeff. One of Doug's friends. I might have gotten that wrong, so I'm sorry if I got your name wrong there. But yeah, so the fishing was like it's tough, but it's good. Like the bluefin are still there, but they're a larger grade. Like last month or last couple months, they were like, everybody was limiting out because they were getting like school sized tuna, anywhere from like the football fish, like 20 pounds up to like 50 pounds. And when they're boiling on the surface, and we're just, when you drop a line, you get one, but they're still here like they were, but they're bigger. I mean, everything is pretty much like almost 100 pounds to like 200 pounds, like the big cow tuna. So we're seeing them up to 200 pounds. The only downside with that is they're a lot harder to catch. It's more sporadic, and they're not coming up yet. So they're super deep in the water column. And Doug got his on a dropper loop. You just sent it down. I think like 400 feet. It was 400 feet deep. Just put a anchovy down on a weight. It was pretty good. We were just waiting there. We were right next to each other. We both had weights down, and then his took off, man. His drag just started pulling. We had him like in the rod holders, and it was cool though. I think something was up with his like sonar system, because it wasn't like really showing marks and stuff. So we were kind of just like following sport boats around. But we still got on them, which was fun. So they're still there if you guys want to get. They're a lot closer. We went down to Mexico, but we didn't have to go like. We didn't have to go like down to Ensenada, where sometimes you have to. We were kind of like east off the coast, and then kind of south, but not too deep. I don't think we went any further than the island. So they're still there. It's just a little tougher. I think some of the fish counts, like if the all day boats, if they've got 30 people, I think they're getting like 30, maybe half of you might get a fish. It's kind of one of those things. So they're there for sure. Just a little slower, but bigger. So that's the trade off. If you guys go get a cow tuna, I mean, it's a once in a lifetime thing to get a 200 pounder. Freaking crazy. So how many tunas today? Oh yeah, just the one. Looking a little rough there. Yeah. I am, man. It's been up since it was like cold out. And it was a brutal ride. I mean, it was pretty choppy. Um, it was pretty funny though. We were just like, getting the boat the whole time, going out there. Lack of sleep. Oh yeah, Doug Rubin's in the house. Yeah, it was Jeff. Doug Rubin. Everybody congratulate him on his 90-pound fish. Dude, that was freaking awesome. Damn, 3 a.m. I don't know if I'm the only one, but if I don't get enough sleep, I get seasick. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Latin, what's going on, man? Oos, welcome to the show. Glad you could join us. Yeah, luckily I don't get seasick. It was a choppy ride, but I don't take anything. I don't need any medicine. It's just lucky because that's something you can't control. Some people do, some people don't. Luckily I don't get seasick. I have never gotten seasick. But the thing is, I used to take like the Dramamine all the time because I really wasn't sure. Like sometimes you don't know if you get seasick, right? So when I go out with people or people haven't gone before, I always tell them, I'm like, dude, take something. Take the Bonine, take the Dramamine, take something because if you get seasick, you're screwed. You can't. There's nothing you can do to get rid of it. So once you're sick, you're sick. So I used to always take it, and the downside was I'd get so drowsy, man. The Dramamine was just like the worst, and so I just decided I was like, I'm not going to take it. I don't have a problem with roller coasters or being back of cars. I didn't think I had an issue, but one time I just had to roll the dice and I was good, and then just never took anything since. So it's pretty good. And I think the more you do it too, it's my understanding that you can get over seasickness. I don't think like you can get your sea legs. Once you get seasick, you can actually overcome it. So I know people that like have gotten seasick, but then the more they get on boats, they don't become seasick later. So it is crazy. It's something you can actually overcome. It's kind of brutal though. You have to go through that, back and forth. But yeah, it's funny. I told Doug, he was like, "You got anything going on Thursday?" I was like, "Yeah, but I got to be back for the show." I was like, "The only thing I have is the show at 7." And it was like, just kept creeping later and later. We got back at a decent time, actually. We hit the dock at like 5, and we had to unload the fish, weigh it, clean up the boat, get all the gear off, go pick up our vehicles. I mean, you know how that goes. It just takes a long time. Still got my bloody ass pants on, but it was cool. Roman, it was a good crew for sure. Roman got to gaff it, help pull it over. Doug, he fought it pretty good. He had good gear, so if you are going out, make sure your gear is big enough, guys. I mean, these fish are not small, and he had a pretty big setup. So took him maybe, I'd say 20 minutes or so to get it in. That's not too bad. I like watching an old man get beat up by a fish. It's always entertaining. I was up all night on the tribute last week, sick with a patch on. Oh, dude, Chris, that's brutal, man. I'm always curious how those patches work. I see everybody wearing them. That's awful, bro. Yeah, Jessica uses like these little bracelets that seem to work. Yeah. So, anyways, we were coming on the show, and I was like, well, maybe I can cancel the show. I don't have to do it. But then when we hit 1,000 subscribers, so thank you guys, by the way, for that. It's totally awesome. It was a big push. If we do a giveaway, I think I woke up, we had like 192, 192 subs. So I didn't think, I was like, we're not gonna get it today, obviously. I was like, so we'll do the thing next time or whatever. So then I was like, cancel the show. And then I'm like driving home, and I see we were like at 198, 199. Then we hit the 1,000. I was like, oh damn, we got to go on now. The show must go on. What do you want to do for the giveaway? Yeah, so we'll think of a giveaway. We'll do a giveaway for sure. I think today. And then yeah, maybe we'll just see who's in here, and then, or if you comment, we'll do a giveaway or something like that.
I'll put everybody who's in here to the end of the show in a drawing, and then we'll do a drawing at the end.
Yeah. And so if you guys want to, yeah, so why don't we do that? If you guys are in here,
say oos.
From here on out, just say oos and like the show, and then we'll put you in. Jessica will write your name down, and then at the end of the show, we'll do a drawing. and we'll give some stuff away. So
Cape Dog wanted to know if you're
pretty
giving
cool.
away 20-gram jigs, asking for a few friends.
Cape Dog 20-gram jigs. I mean, I can if that's what you guys want.
We have to wait for
They're
them.
here. They're on the boat. They're on their way.
The boat left yesterday, apparently.
The boat has left. So there's no turning back now, guys. We're going to get them. Awesome stuff. Counting is extremely difficult when you're extremely tired. Luckily, I'm not doing the counting. Now we just got to figure out what to get away. Jackie Smith, what's going on? That's my sister. Good to see you. Hi, sister. How are you? Oh, you're on the Facebook. That's awesome. I don't think I've had anybody stream from the Facebook.
Yeah, I set it up to go live on Facebook.
Oh, because we're going live on Facebook too. That's cool. That's good stuff. Yeah, so 1,000 subs is cool because now we can do I believe I can do like the emotes and stuff like that. So we get a little more like connectivity. The biggest thing about the 1,000 subs is like it's just when YouTube like you're like legitimate in YouTube's eyes, like basically, right? Because that's when you get a bunch of things unlocked. You can like do the memberships or the emotes you can add. You get more channels, more features unlocked on your channel. They let you monetize videos, or like you can apply for it, I think, and then if they run ads on your videos, you get a little cut of it. It's like peanuts or something like that. I don't think it's a lot of money, but that's when like YouTube kind of like recognizes you have to get the 1,000 subs, and then you got to have 4,000 watch hours, and we've got like 8,000 or 9,000 watches, so we hit the watch hours like way ahead. So it's cool. I mean, that's awesome, guys, and I appreciate you guys for doing that. I mean, it was just over not much more than a year ago we started this channel. I just did that little how-to video like how to fish the jigs, which is funny because I've even changed that up now too, right? Like how I was fishing 20 grams then is completely changed. Then we started selling our own jigs, and the live show wasn't even a thing. I was just doing like the YouTube just my like edited content. Yeah, so it's been cool. So I appreciate all you guys, dude. Everybody that subbed, that's totally awesome. You guys are the bomb. I love doing the show. I love being here for you guys. And hopefully you guys learned something too. I know today is kind of like, I don't have too much planned. I just been busy all week, and then I ran out because I fished yesterday too. So I've just been fishing, and then went out with Doug. So I didn't have like my usual. Normally, you guys know you watch. I've got like try to do something a little more detailed or something of value, as far as fishing education goes and stuff like that.
I put some questions in the chat.
Captain Dan, Oos, what's going on? NorCal. Doing your thing out there. That's cool. Michael Tran, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the show. Yeah, thank you. I mean, I didn't grow. I mean, you guys are the ones that grew it. I just kind of show up and make videos and come talk to you guys on Thursdays. So I really appreciate it. Warbaits Fishing. Woos, what's going on, Afrin? Welcome to the show. Glad you could join us. So yeah, the bluefin are out there. We talked to a lot of people, when we got back to the docks, and they were fishing too. Lots of skunks. I think the San Diego, they had like 29 people. I think they got like 13. All big though. They're all beasts for sure. And then Thursday, I took the boat out. So I went out to La Jolla just to test drive the boat, but then also to look around. Also before I get to that, like the deep sea fishing, we also hit a lot of patties too. And the patties, they were pretty dry. There really wasn't anything on them. And we found some big ones too. So that's some insight for you guys that are going offshore. I don't know. There are some yellowtails still out there, but I think they're kind of the small, like little rat yellowtails. I don't think the big ones really out on the big ones are actually never out on the patties. Or we talked about that when we did the my yellowtail deep dive. The big fish or the small fish, actually grow up out at sea. So that's why you find so many of the small ones out on the patties. They school together, and the small ones stick together, and then they actually live out in sea. And when they get bigger, ironically enough, they actually come into the shore. So that's why you find like those tanks over in La Jolla or closer to the coast, because when they grow up, that's when they go into the kelp. They come in closer and they eat a different food, but small ones stick to the patties. Not to say you can't get the big ones, but you're definitely not. That's why you don't ever really get those small ones. And you've never heard about somebody getting a little rat in La Jolla, right? Whenever somebody catches a yellowtail in La Jolla, that thing is like, it's huge. It's an adult. It's a big one. Like they're a fast growing fish, right? We went over that. I think 7 years. They kind of grow up and die. So But yeah, the patties were pretty dry. I think we cast on like 7 patties or something like that. Um, yeah, no Dorado, no yellowfin, obviously. Although I heard there was a rumor that somebody had caught a Dorado. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen pictures. Usually they're not in the same water as bluefin. Apparently somebody caught one. I don't think that was today. It was like yesterday or something like that. They usually come in with the yellowfin, but the yellowfin and the Dorado typically don't play with the bluefin. You know, they're like two separate things. So um, still bluefin. Bluefin's still the thing. Dry patties. So if you're going patty hopping, there wasn't much producing, at least for us, anyways. And from what I've heard, either I don't think there's been too many. If your views, Kiwi Rex, if your views come from the US, you get a little more of the Google. Yeah, I don't even know how much it is. I don't even really care. I don't think it's like that much money, to be honest with you, for like the ads. I mean, I'll still apply for it. I think it's like the partnership. I'm excited, like what we can do for the channel though, like putting in the emote, like being able to personalize the like the live stream and stuff like that, like giving you guys emotes and all that stuff. I think that's gonna be the cool part. John Escobar, what's going on? John, how come you can't fish the are you changing jobs or something like that? I saw that you weren't gonna be able to fish 10th Street anymore for a while. That's too bad, dude. That place produces spotties for sure. Every time you're over there at work, you're posting pictures. It's sad when you gotta leave a new fishing ground. Kiwi Rex, yeah. I don't trust me, I'm not trying to do YouTube for a living or anything. You gotta be like, dude, you gotta have like 1 million subs. I'm just doing it because I like doing it. I like just being part of the community and stuff like that and helping people fish. I mean, that's honestly the biggest thing, is like helping myself fish, getting a black belt in fishing. That's what we do, submission fishing. That was like the goal. It's like you guys help me become a better fisherman, and then I want to help you guys be better fishermen. I mean, that's really all it's about. It's about catching fish together, learning together. I mean, that's the ultimate goal. And that's right from the MMFC club. Like that's Roman's whole thing too. It's very similar. It's all in the same mindset for sure. Just getting better and helping each other. Danny Perez, what's going on? Late to the party, but Danny, were you out there? So, dude, some dude was on a jet ski. I mean, we were out. I'd say 40 miles east, so we weren't that far south, but we actually ended up probably going 40 miles east, and a little bit south. We were in Mexico, but
Eric was wondering how you go east from the shore.
Oh, did I say east, west? I'm sorry. I'm such a dumbass. Yeah, you're going west. I was mixed up from Florida, because in Florida it's like you go east. No, you go west. I don't know. So you do go west. I was thinking east coming home. So we went west about 40 miles and we were fishing, and then dude, somebody hooked up on a jet ski, dude, a bluefin. It was crazy. We didn't see him land it, but he was hooked up for sure. And people were talking about it on the radio. And I was like, dude, I wonder if that's Danny. That's far, dude, on a jet ski. Like, that's crazy. And people are out there in like dinghies. I'm talking like 13-foot boats with like flat bottoms. And it was not like, it wasn't a smooth day either. I'm not talking like it was glass out there. No, it was windy. It was overcast. There was big swells. Dude, these dudes are hardcore, and they're out there in like these little aluminum boats. I'm like, it's crazy. But hey, man, if you get a 200-pounder, it's a story of a lifetime, I guess. I don't know, how do you land that thing on that boat? Trying to gaff it and pull, like, how do you gaff a 200-pound fish and pull it over on an aluminum boat, like without flipping over? This is crazy, man. I just want to get yelled at for fishing in the marina. Oh, dude, your time will come. You know where to go, Eric. You know where to go. If you don't know, let me know. I'll tell you. Let you go find the Karen out there. Dude, you get yelled at. Plenty of people get yelled at. That's crazy. Oh, is that Danny Martinez? Danny Perez? Different. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, Eric. Sorry, Danny. Different Danny. I thought you were a different Danny. Danny. So it might have been. So if Danny Perez is in here, that means Danny Martinez might be out on the jet ski. Sorry, I got you guys mixed up. Yeah, dude, those fools out there in John boats, like 40 miles out in open seas. Like you can't even see land. It was crazy. And it was not like it was not a soft day either. Like it was pretty rough. It was crazy. But it wasn't the worst I've seen. And some people hooked up. So yeah, anyways, so then Thursday, so the day before I went out to La Jolla and was looking for yellowtail there. There wasn't again, I didn't see anything boiling up. There was a huge boil, like all the boats kind of convened on it. It was just dolphins, but the terns were diving. Everybody was out there, splashing in the water, stuff like that. And everybody just like full throttle into the spot. It was a huge, dude. These birds were diving. It was a huge boil, but ended up just being dolphins, which kind of sucked. So there was no yellowtail. Searched around for them. Like I said, I don't have electronics yet, but the calico bite is still really good. So I'd say I went just on the, where like the hotel is, and I found the kelp like on the shoreline, probably like 30 feet of water. So I was in my boat, so I couldn't get like that deep, not like the kayak. And I just fished that border there, and it was pretty good. I mean, I probably only like went there maybe 20 minutes or so, and I got like a double up on calico on the slow death. I got like 4 calicos pretty quick. So and the pictures I've seen other people posting to the calico. So the calico bite's still fire. If you guys can get out to the kelp, just right on the edge, just cast around there. I didn't get any deep. Got some huge ass horse mackerel. There was a few rockfish, but um, yeah, the calico bite's been good. So if you're going to La Jolla, I haven't heard too much about yellowtail. Like, every now and then, right, somebody pulls one out. So they're always there. They're always in and out, but I haven't seen them like storming in. Like they were a little bit last. Even last year wasn't that good. There was a time when like the squid were in, and they were blowing up on the squid, but I don't think we've seen that yet. I haven't seen the squid out there. I haven't seen too many yellows. It's like they came in for like a week or so, and like a lot of people got on them. Yeah, but they're there. You just don't know. You got to go out and fish, wait for the boil, dive up on it, and just hopefully you get lucky or send it deep. Deep was like the key last year. It's like everybody was drop shotting the squid, and they were swimming underneath. Oh, dude, you do a 60-mile. Well, yeah, round trip. I mean, this is an 80-mile round trip. 60 miles is still pretty good too. And you have a fishing ski? You got like one of those dedicated ones, Kiwi? That's pretty cool. Curious how you like it. Because the thing is with the skis, like dude, it was like cold out. And those of you like you have to be soaked. I don't know, do you wear a wetsuit or do you wear waders with like a waterproof jacket? Or do you just go like with nothing with like wet clothes? Because it was freaking if you got wet and we're out there like going like 40 miles an hour, soaking wet, that would have sucked, man. You have to be like in a wetsuit or something, unless you're like Eric, where you're out there in freaking sandals when it's like 32 degrees out, sandals and shorts, and a little thin ass sweater. That's barbaric. Oh yeah, you got the fish roll. That's cool, dude. I've seen those. A few of the guys have those. Those are cool. How do you like the boat? And do you wish anything you can change? The boat's awesome. A few times I've been out. Just taking it out twice now. Last time I was able to launch it by myself. Saw a Dobo out there, dude. He was shore pounding. So that was pretty cool. I was trying to snipe his spots out there in Mission Bay. He was looking for spotties. I think he was with Happy Skunk, I believe was his name. So I got to meet him, which is cool. I see him in Discord too. Anything you wish you can change? I don't know. So far, it's been good. I don't know anything. I don't think I've used it enough to like know. You know what I mean, Eric? Like, I'm sure down the road, like a year later, like 6 months in, I'll be like, dude, I wish I had this or that. But I mean, I don't think so. I've got, the rocket, the rod launchers on top. It's got the bait well. I tried to like future proof it because I got like the biggest motor you can get. I got the hydraulic steering. I tried to get like everything I could because it was like, how often do you buy a boat? Probably not that often, at least for me. So I tried to get everything I could on it. And so far, it's been good. Maybe another seat, another permanent seat. So it's got 3, and there was options for like another like small little jump seat. but we can add that. I mean, maybe another seat. I would say if I wanted to take another person out, but aside from that, um, I would say
You told me yesterday
first.
it was perfect.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah, I told Jessica yesterday it was perfect. I think it really is perfect, honestly, because it's like it's a small boat, but it seems really really big. Like it fishes bigger than it is. The back is like huge. It's got so much deck. It's got the cuddy you can like go sleep in. It's got the bathroom. It's you're out of the weather. It's fully enclosed like in the front. You don't get cold, and it's like it hauls ass because it's got the big motor on the small. I mean, I think it's great. Honestly, I love it. Is it? I went out Thursday and it was choppy too. I think it was actually worse Thursday than it was Friday. The swells were big. It was windy. And I took it out to La Jolla. I went out of Mission Bay and I took like a 7 mile trip up, and dude, it kicked ass. The boat just smashed it. It was like getting air off some of the wakes. Like it was a choppy ride, but it still was like it was good, right? It was kind of bumpy, but I never felt unsafe. I never felt like it was overwhelmed. I stayed dry, so it was cool. And then I put it on the trailer myself. It's like I docked it by myself. It's small. It's like it's pretty light. I don't know. I love it personally. I think it's great. 38 in here, but I only have 28 names. Yeah, guys, if you don't know, everybody watching 38 people, we have 28 names. So if you type "oos" in the chat and then you like the show, we'll put you in a drawing. Since we got 1,000 subs today, we're going to do a drawing at the end, maybe a few. We'll give some prizes away, and just as a thank you to you guys for the 1,000 sub mark. So we'll come up with some, probably give some jigs away, maybe some other stuff, maybe some hats. Who knows?
Fishing trip?
We'll see. Maybe fishing trip. How does that sound?
On your boat or on the mountain?
Yeah, submission at sea or my boat. Yeah, maybe we'll give a fishing trip away too that we got planned. If you guys want to get in on that, submission at sea, we've got all day on the Malahini. So if you go to submissionfishing.com, you can buy a ticket. So we're going to be all day at the Malahini, fishing all day. You're going to get jigs. We're going to try to do some seminars. We're going to have other giveaways, and just fishing with a lot of you guys. Most of the people here are going, so it's pretty cool. We opened up some new spots. We sold a couple of those, so there's only a few spots left, guys. If you want to get out on it, September the 24th. Mm-hmm. So it's a good time to fish. I mean, usually the yellowfin are around in Dorado, so hopefully they're up close and we can get on them. But it's gonna be a good time. So if you guys want to do that, go on the charter, check it out. Come join some of us. We'll put the link in there. Let's see. Pohukai, first time slow pitch, 2 short spotties. But how to keep line from looping back on the rod tip when lowering the rod on the fall, go slower. Yeah. So Pohukai, when you lift the rod up, like don't put it down immediately. So when you pitch it and you lift the rod, this goes for like any slow pitch jigging, whether you're out in the open or for spotties. When you lift the tip, keep it up for a second and follow it down slowly, because when you've pitched the jig, it stays up, right? When you lift the rod, the jig will come up. You don't need to put the rod down because then it's going to tangle up on your thing. So lift it up and then slowly follow it down. You're not going to hinder the jig, because once the jig pops, then it's doing its thing. I had that problem too. I know a lot of people do when you first start slow pitch jigging. Like you lift it and you're, at least my was my reaction, or what I wanted to do naturally was I'd lift it and I'd put it down, and it's the same thing, dude. It would tangle up the tip, and it took me a while to like overcome that and just get the muscle memory, because I just wanted to put it down. So now I lift and I just keep it up and then slowly go down. And now it's like I don't ever get that thing tangled. Not never, but a lot. It's pretty crazy just because I've done it so much now. I lift and then slowly follow it, and you'll learn. You'll get the rhythm. It's like anything, dude. It just takes time. Like throwing out a bait caster, you know what I mean? First time I got one of those, I went out there and just freaking backlashed the thing. Probably every cast, like went out to the lagoon and cast and just kept backlashing it. Now it's like you can bomb those things. I don't get too many backlashes. You just got to do it. Got to learn it. Keep practicing. I would say just slow down. You're good on the lift, and then put it down slowly. I like the new comment overlay. Yeah, dude, that's cool. I mean, I have nothing to do with that. That's all the that's all the service that I use, like like a client for the streaming. So all that stuff that's just what they put in. So I think it looks pretty good too. That's pretty cool. Carl Black, Oos, what's going on? Welcome to the show. Leonard, what's going on? Sorry, I didn't do shout outs for a lot of you guys because I came in late. So I apologize for that. Jesse, Captain Adobo, what's going on, dude? Yeah, he took some awesome pictures, by the way. So when I took my boat out, he was out there shore pounding. Dude, those pictures are awesome, man. And you know, having somebody take pictures of you on your boat when you're out there, that was just like by chance you got those. That was cool though. They look good too. Fresh one. Yeah, that's cool, dude. At least you're getting out there. That's cool. And oh yeah, let me get some of these questions first. I got some other stuff to talk about. Question: how do you like the BSF slow pitch jigging? Do you recommend pairing it with a slow action rod for it? Yeah, it's pretty good. I've used it a couple times now, landed a couple fish. I know, like Brian's talked about, it's kind of even with the drag like buttoned down, spotties still pull on that thing. So it's took me a little while to get talking about backlashing. Like Poe guy was talking about, like the BFS reel is like they're super sensitive. The reel's made for throwing like 1/16 and 1/32 ounce jigs. So they have a really small spool and the line comes off really quick. So you can get them out. It's sort of like new technology from the bass fishing world that we're kind of been using for slow pitch jigging. Because I transitioned from bait casting to spinning because I don't think bait casting was fast enough. But then they came out with these, and they seem to keep up. But yeah, it was good. I was putting them on. I actually got a slow pitch rod, like a little heavier one that I had laying around, and I paired it up with it. So not like my super like light one. It's kind of like one in between. And it was crazy because I can cast on that thing too. And I went out to the shore. When did I fish? Monday. Did I go out Monday?
You went, yeah, because it was Memorial Day.
Yeah, so I went out Saturday. I went out, yeah, gosh, dig it.
Saturday, Monday, Thursday.
I went out Saturday, Monday, Thursday. So I went fishing Monday too. I went out to the shore and, you know, I was casting with it and I spooled the damn thing. So it was like this rod bombed. I bombed a 20 gram, like pretty much across the channel. And it was like, the line like stopped because it hit. I spooled out the whole reel. So I don't think they're made for like casting out, but yeah, it was good. They come off the slow pitch good. The drag's a little weak, but I think for throwing micro baits, micro slow pitch jigs, dude, it's been awesome. It's kind of like that fix I was looking for. I think spinning reels light spinning are still good too, but yeah, dude, it was good. It comes off quick. That's what you want. You know, the freest flutter going down for sure. So I guess that's answered your questions. Yeah, I went with a light. It's not a light action. I went with a slow pitch rod, a really parabolic one. That's fairly light. I don't know if I'd pair it on a feather. It depends what you're using it for, right? Like if you're fishing the docks, I think the feather is like too light. So it depends how you're fishing. If you're gonna use it at docks, I'd say something with some backbone, dude. You need something to like kind of get them away from the pilings. It's kind of no matter what you're fishing. And I think that kind of goes the same. Let's see. Question Fernando, not fishing related, but heads up for boat owners. Some California fuel stations will be transitioning to 15% ethanol fuel. Not good for boat engines. Oh, it's interesting. Yeah, that's true. I got a Yamaha. I'll have to check on that for sure. What would you have to add? Probably an additive, right? Into the gas. I think you can change it, but it's always something, dude. Always some nonsense. Can't even keep up on it. Spying at the Channel Islands today with a 909 jig stick. Gonna need a slow pitch rod. My arms are dead. Yeah, dude. Were you trying to jig with a jig stick? Yeah, that's no joke. I always tell people, I get a lot of people ask me rods, like they say, hey, I'm getting like these heavier jigs, and they're like, they tell me this rod, like they've got boat rods and stuff. And you need for like dock fishing, you can get away with the lighter stuff and not because it's so small. you're not like doing a traditional slow pitch. You can just use like find a good rod that's got like a little bit of backbone and some parabolic bend. But when you're like out deep rock fishing and doing the pelagics, I really do think you need a slow pitch rod, especially if you're doing it so much, because the rod itself is it's designed to work the jig. That's its whole point. It's to get you bit. Um, they're designed so you don't fatigue. It flicks the jig for you. It's so easy. If you go out there with a thick rod, it's like, yeah, that'll beat your ass, man. It's brutal. So I definitely look into getting a slow pitch rod. It's so much better, dude. It's so much easier to flick them up. Like the fatigue it'll save you is huge. Captain Double, you're late. Scrolling through the live chat. Congrats on 1,000. Yeah, dude. Thank you. That's awesome. Yeah, dude. Double's working. He freaking works like. I saw him short pounding. I was like, what are you doing here? He's like, oh, I just got off of work. I was like, dang, dude. Work at that graveyard. It's hardcore. Oos love the boat photos. I was out over the weekend. It was pretty rough. Yeah, for sure. Thanks, dude, on liking those photos. It's crazy. I put some questions in the private chat too. Like a long fall rod. Yeah, dude, salty. I freaking love the long fall rod. It's because you know what's crazy. Phoenix makes a slow pitch. They make the Titan, which is a slow pitch, and they also make what's called a long fall rod, which is like it's just a version of slow pitching. That's so you can get it up like higher without. It's made so you don't have to reel every time, but you can cast on a long fall rod too, which is freaking awesome. So I bought 2 long fall rods and then use them with bait casters, and that's what I caught like those double calicos at actually at La Jolla, and like some other spotties too, because you can bomb a 60 gram or even a surface iron on those things, and they're rated like the one I have is rated up to like 60 pound, and then the small one you can put on some like smaller PE too, and you can totally cast. It's weird because they're parabolic, but they're super stiff too, and you can chuck lures with them or you can slow pitch with them. I mean, those ones they're starting to turn into some of my favorite rods for sure, because they're more versatile. If you're not looking for just like a straight traditional slow pitch rod, check out those long fall rods, because you can slow pitch them and you can cast them. You can troll with them. They're pretty cool. Yeah, it's a good rod, guys. Check those out. Yamaha does not recommend. Well, that sucks. Yeah, I don't think there's anything you do with it. 2-stroke engines would be worse for E15 than the 4-stroke. Yeah, it's a 4-stroke. They don't make 2-stroke engines. Is that correct? Like I know they got rid of them for motorcycles. What, in like the 90s, late 90s or early 2000s? I don't know what it was, but it's because I know a lot of people like they hold on to the 2-stroke stuff because I think they're grandfathered in, right? But you can't make them anymore. Those are pretty crazy. Rock Rass was dinner tonight. Not bad. Yo, you got a Rock Rass? How was it?
Did you get it from Coach?
Not bad at all. Yeah, who'd you get it from? Coach Worf, welcome to the show. Sorry I'm late. Super hammered. Wasting time being married. Right on, dude. Welcome to the show. Sit back, relax, and drink another beer. I've never had a Rock Rass. I'll have to try it. I think I caught one once and threw it back. I don't know why. I don't think I didn't know what it was, so I tossed it back, and I think I put the picture in like Discord and somebody identify it. Yeah, dude. Check out the long fall. I've been liking those a lot. They're kind of like that balance in between. I think as like Americans or West Coasters, we like the backbone. Traditional Japanese slow pitch rods are like super parabolic, like hardcore parabolic. Like if you buy one like from Japan and they're like, if you go fill them, it'll say 150 gram jig is the maximum on it, right? Or like it's for 150 gram jig, dude, you're like, I could pitch a 20 gram on this thing, no problem. Like it bends, the end like bends to the butt, and even like the 300 gram jig. And I think even the Phoenix ones, the traditional slow pitch, I think they upsize them a weight for the West Coast here, like for Americans in general. I think because we're so conditioned to use the stiffer ones. The true Japanese ones are super parabolic, like super light, but they're strong, dude. But I think people get them and they're like, I'm not gonna fish this. This is weird. It's totally crazy. Any jetty has rock wrasse for sure. Any good opalite or yeah, I caught a I think I caught my wrasse near the jetty. Actually by like the power lines. But it was like creepy. I remember I caught it and it was like looking at me. You know how like you ever get stared at by a fish or like you catch a fish and it's just like you're holding it up on the line and it's staring right at you like through the side eye. It's like it's just the creepiest thing ever. And you go to like you move the fish and like the eyes following you and you're like, oh, it's so weird. You're just like, and it's just, especially when they're not even like moving or kicking around. It's just like, it's frozen and it's like, it's not even flopping and it's just watching you with its eyes as it goes back and forth. The creep is real. Those fish are creepy as hell. They pump hard in Japan. Yeah, dude, it's like, they have a different style for sure. It's because like if you watch some of like those YouTube channels, like I like doing where they're like not even in English, it's like it's crazy. Some of their techniques are wild, man, for sure. They're not using no stiff rods. At least not for slow pitch jigging. Let's see. Opaleye are super tasty. If you get, I haven't had opaleye either. I caught a few right here in the jetty in Carlsbad. We were doing the species challenge. I went down there and caught them on green peas. So if you guys want to catch opaleye, just go to the rocks, go to the riprap. I just put like little tiny mosquito hooks, like 2 or 3 peas on it, dropped it down like a little 1/4 inch sinker, and right there in the tide pool, like right in the rocks. Go like during high tide, and yeah, just pulling opaleye out. I tossed them back there. I probably should have kept some. I like to try them. At least try the different fish. Steve Enos, Oos, what's going on? Welcome to the show. What is your opinion on the color changing line for slow pitch? Necessary or not? And what kind of leader do you prefer? I think it's very, very helpful. So I guess let me start. It's not necessary if you're fishing rockfish. It's not necessary. If you're fishing the docks, anytime you're hitting the bottom, it's not necessary. So you're just going until you hit the bottom, right? So if you're fishing rockfish, you're going all the way down. The metering doesn't matter. It's very helpful when you're fishing bluefin tuna. Um, so Kevin Nakata, Sea Samurai, he got one. He took my rod in and got it done for me, or my reel, I should say. And so he had it metered. And it was he put 300 feet of orange line on. So it was the top shot, and then it was like 100-pound test, and he got 300 feet of this orange line, and then it transitioned back to white. And the reason that is because you know exactly where you are with the 300 feet. And a lot of times the bluefin tuna right now are at 300 feet to 400 feet. So when the captain says they're at 300 feet, it's like, boom, I know when my orange has run out, I'm at 300 feet. Or if they're at 400 feet, I at least know once my orange ran out, I'm at 300. And you get a judge of the distance. And some of my orange got cut off. Different story. Deckhand was a dumbass and like cut my line. Anyways, we won't get into that. But now I have a hard time judging how far I am because like I don't even know how much orange I have on it now. So it was metered specifically to be 300 feet. So now when I send it down, it's like I think it's like 100, 150, but it's harder for me to judge. So the metered line is great because I have some on a different reel that goes like blue, green, pink, blue, green, pink, and it's like I think um, it's like 5 meters each one, so you can count it as it goes down. So when the captain says they're 150 feet or 200 feet, dude, the color changing line is good if it's metered and you know what the distance is, because then you can count on the way down, and that actually is really, really helpful for pelagics when they're under the boat. So if you're fishing for the bottom, don't worry about it. Rockfish, docks. But if you're going to go looking for bluefin or anything else that may be anywhere within that column, I think it's actually is pretty important, because if they're at 300 feet and you don't know and you're just kind of guessing, it's hard to judge, dude. When that line's coming off the reel, it's like it's really hard to tell. So if you don't ever get deep enough, you don't ever get in the strike zone. So another tip is if you guys are fishing and the captain's like, hey, they're at 150 feet, just go so you know you're past it. Like don't go short. Be like, oh, I think I'm 150 feet and stop, and maybe you were only 100 feet, 125 feet, because you're never going to hit the fish. They're never even going to see it. At least if you go past it, you got a shot, and then you can jig it up past them. So just make sure you go further. If you think you're not quite there, or you haven't gone far enough, just go a little further and then jig it up past, because then eventually you're going to work it through the zone of where they're at. So don't be like, oh, I think I'm there. If you think it's close, just keep going further. And then what kind of leader do you prefer? I prefer mono. I'm a straight mono guy for jigging. I think fluorocarbon's kind of a waste. I don't think it's as good, and I think it's kind of a waste of money. The knots aren't as good. It's not as abrasion resistance, and you really don't need it. I mean, fly lining baits, you can make the argument for fluorocarbon, but I kind of like the springiness of the mono. I think it helps with the jigging. Yeah, abrasion. I like mono personally, and I've never had any issue with it with bites or anything like that. That's just my opinion on the leader. I don't think you need the just buy roll, dude. Just go buy a big roll of mono. Knots are easier. Come to the dark side. Come to the mono dark side. We got to get away from the fluorocarbon cult. Yeah, thanks for the question, dude. That's a good question. Let's see. Did you put that one in? Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up on the question here.
Spotty Bull asked you a good one on Instagram earlier. If you were to fish for 24 hours straight and had to catch quantity, what are you using?
Eric said, what did he say?
If you were going to fish,
if you fish for 24 hours straight, what would I use for quantity?
Catch for quantity, yeah. What are you using for quantity?
For quantity,
because they're doing it. I think it's this weekend.
So you guys this weekend. That's for those of you guys that don't know. There's a WTF league. I don't know if this was talked about yesterday. I kind of came in late, but if you guys want to do a fishing tournament and win a cool belt, go see which bay are you guys at, Eric. But they're doing a fishing tournament, so it's a team league. So you have to have a partner, and there's a belt that gets passed around, sort of like the wrestling. So you don't get to keep the belt. You get to keep it when you're the champ, and then you have to defend it or you have to give the belt back. There's a buy-in for the pot, and I believe the winner gets the money and you get the belt, and everyone is different. So this one, I believe, is 24 hours fishing, and whoever catches the most fish wins. So if you want to look up Eric Lehman, usually you meet up at a place before, you pay your money. I think the belts get taken, and then you go out and do it. So get a partner. It's a cool league. It's a cool thing to do. So that's going on this weekend, guys. If you're looking for something to do, definitely go hit up the WTF league. It's a fun league. There's trash talk. It's all in good fun, guys. So check that out. If I had to fish quantity, I mean, I'm probably a Ned rig, to be honest with you. If I'm going like, if I just wanted to yank him out, but even a slow pitch will do it too. I think, Eric, more than the jig, I think I'm looking for a zone that has small fish. The big ones are smart, they're hard to catch, and they're in tighter areas to get. But if you can find the nursery, you find the area where they're young, because they'll eat anything at that point. They haven't been stung yet. They haven't been caught, so they're stupid. They don't know what or what not to bite. When you get those big old ones, don't waste your time, because they've probably been caught before. They know what to eat and they know what not to eat. But you get those little ones in like Tidelands Park or over by like anywhere you find the dinks, just start yanking them out. And if you find small ones, stay in that zone, because that's where you want it. They'll eat pretty much anything. I think they'll eat either the Ned rig, slow pitch, even the A rig. A rig takes a little bit of time though. I don't think you can get in and out as fast with the A rig. Like if the bite's on and you could just drop a Ned rig, but slow pitch is fast too. I think that's one of the things I like about it, is that if you're on them, it's maybe Ned rig or slow pitch probably. If I was just going for quantity.
And then the other question from Instagram from Joey Basson: what's one of your favorite species to catch on an SPJ setup?
Who's that? Joey Basson wanted to know what was my
favorite species
to catch on a slow pitch jig setup. That was a question from Instagram. I would say, probably the tuna. It's just so fun getting like getting the pelagic bite, any like pelagic bite, but like the yellowfin, for example, when you're just jigging and you're in the middle of the water column, and it's like you know the feeling because like it slacks out, and when you go to make that next pull and it doesn't come up, the jig doesn't pop. So a lot of times they eat it on the flutter. And when it's a big fish, it's fun because when you're up, you don't know you got bit until you go to make the next pull, and the rod tip just stays down. It's super awesome. I haven't caught a bluefin on one yet, so I would say the yellowfin so far. I know some of you guys out there have caught on the 20-gram slow death jigs. The bluefin will eat them. You guys have been sending me pictures in the story, so that's super cool. I haven't caught one yet on it. I kind of missed that window where they were like the school ones were like up top. I should have went out there. Now they're like deeper, and you kind of need the heavier ones. You can still get down there with the 220, but it's a little tougher. But I'd say the yellowfin are fun. Anything like that, like a Dorado, yellowfin, dude. Anything that I'll spotties though, I think are still fun too on a freaking slow pitch. It's just something about that bite for me. Like it's like when you go to reel up and you do the bounce and like there's a weird thing about like that bite that can't be replicated by like anything else. You know when like you're doing like an underspin or a Ned rig or something, like there's always tension on the line and it's a different bite. Like you feel it, you feel the tug when it's there. And sometimes you got to do the hook set or something. This one is just like, it's always a surprise because a lot of times they eat it on the way down and you don't know till it's like you come up again and then you're like, oh, there's a fish there. And it's just super cool.
And then Leighton Javier asked day or night bluefin.
Leighton Javier, welcome to the show, by the way.
That was on Instagram.
Oh, that was on Instagram. Day or night bluefin. Night are easier to catch on the jigs. So if you want to go jig fishing for bluefin, the nighttime is where it's at. They're harder to catch during the day on the jigs. It's still doable. I do see it done, but you're typically drop shotting or doing a rubber band jig with a live bait is better during the day. You still can get them, but the night they eat anything, and they eat almost exclusively jigs at night. So if you're looking to get a jig bite on bluefin and you kind of want more of a sure thing, definitely go at night. And you can use ridiculous, like you can use your 100-pound line, super crazy hooks. And during the day, you can get them, but you got to downsize a little bit. They're not going to eat that monster jig with the hooks that are like this big on it. You got to go a little smaller hooks, a little smaller line, and a little more finesse to it. They can see better. And it's just that they act different like during the day, but the night bite, dude, Jig City. That's almost all they eat at night. I don't think anybody even catches them on live bait anymore. Maybe there's some people out there, but jigs at night for sure. I mean, I still throw the jig during the day, but because I don't like night fishing as much, but your chances are better at night. Muto, looks like you're gonna get some good sleep tonight. Man, I look that bad. It's been a long day. Yeah, how 3 a.m. and then how long was I on that boat? We were on that boat a while, man. It was beating us up, but it was good. It was still a fun time. And we got one, and I was so happy for Doug catching that 90-pounder, dude. He hadn't got one on his boat like that before. So it's so cool. Whenever you guys pull one of those over, dude, when you got a double gaff of fish, if you guys haven't seen like a 100-pound bluefin come over the rail, like it's freaking awesome when it hits the deck and it's like it's flopping around and it's so loud because it's just pure muscle. And it's like the fish are awesome. Like when you respect the fish and you see it's like the fin in the back is smooth on its body, but then it pops out. It's got these little tiny fins on its tail that turn like a jet. They're like fighter jets. That the way they move, the way that all their like body parts are almost mechanical. They're so precision. The way they turn, the way they move, they're like, it's crazy. It's almost like they're robots. Their eyes are like smooth to their head. So it's like they're beautiful fish and they're fascinating fish. So when you catch one and it's like they're good, they're delicious, and they're just like they're kind of marvels of nature. I mean, they're pure muscle. They run, they fight, they don't ever get up. Last time I went on our charter boat, dude fought a fish for 4.5 hours. And that fish still had like more to get. Like, that's insane. You think about that. This wasn't even a 200-pounder. It's probably like a 150-pounder. And it was just like, they don't stop. Like you have to break the fish. And even when you get it to the top, they still run. Like you do not wear them out. It's crazy. You get these spotties up, and sometimes they're just like they're toast right after a 30-second fight. Just this streamlined ball of muscle that just fights and fights and fights. It's crazy. And then when you yank it over the deck, man, it's something else. So seeing Doug get one of those is pretty cool. And you kill him quick, put him out quick, bleed him, take care of him, and then you got some good eating for a while. Super cool. Sorry I had to jump off earlier. Oos. Hey, it's all good. Make sure you get in the pool.
I got him.
We got you. We got you, dude, for the giveaway. Good stuff. Andre, can't wait to catch one. Yeah, dude. Now's the time. Don't let this get. When it comes to the bluefin, too, guys, like Kevin Nakata's talked about this. And if you listen to like the CCA podcast and stuff like that, I highly recommend. But it's kind of like it's a once in a lifetime thing because the bluefin haven't always been here. And they might not always be here. So that's something you have to realize, and you got to go out there and try to chase them when you can. Like there was a time when albacore were a thing here in California, and the fishery changes. Now the albacore don't come around at all. Bluefin weren't a thing until maybe a decade ago, but they sometimes come in with the storm. But it's not a guarantee that the bluefin will always be here, especially not the big ones. We're seeing these 200 pounders. That was never a thing until maybe like 2-3 years ago. There might become a time when the water changes, the pattern changes, they leave, and you don't see them again. Maybe the albacore come back. You have stuff like Corvina in the Bay. Those weren't indigenous here. They came in like with El Nino. They came in with the storm. Like the water got warm, and then they kind of habited here. But there's no guarantee in the fishery. Right? Iron Fish says, "Yeah, I missed the albacore." Right? I wasn't even here for the albacore. I wasn't even fishing San Diego for him, but I hear the stories about him. So it's like, Don Knapp, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the show. Glad you can join us. So don't miss out on the opportunity for some of these fish. Some fish will always be here, like the yellowtail. I think will always be here, the halibut. But and Kevin talks about this, like you guys don't. I don't think sometimes understand that the opportunity you have with the bluefin. It might be the only chance you have to catch one. This might be the last year they show up. Probably not. They might be here again, but it's not a guarantee. Just like the albacore, they may disappear, and then they don't disappear like extinct, but they disappear from our fishery and our local waters. So, yeah, SoCal Steve, albacore were best to catch on the night, right? And we talk about it. They say they were the best. All these people have these stories where they missed the albacore. They were the best because they're not here anymore. But imagine these guys, I didn't get an opportunity to catch them. These guys did. Like, that's cool. And I hear the stories of these people talking about how they got to catch albacore. And I'm like, dude, that's so cool, right? Albacore tuna. Like, I'd love to go catch one of those. They're not here, but that's what I'm trying to say is the heyday of the bluefin might not be here. And you want to be one of those people, right? That was like, yeah, dude, we went out and got bluefin when they were here. You don't want to come back 5 years later and the bluefin have disappeared or they stopped coming up in this deep into California. You don't get them again. So go get the bluefin, dude. Go get the big, even if they're not the big ones. The little footballs are here. The 200 pounders and stuff, that's a whole nother thing that very few people have opportunity to catch one of those. So that's why people are out there, and they're getting them. You want to be one of the people that is like, Iron Fish is saying he misses the albacore, and Steve was saying he missed the albacore. You want to at least be one of the person that's like, I missed the bluefin because you caught one and it was so cool, So don't take it for granted, guys. Don't take the fish. It changes, and it might not come back, and we might get in a new species in that. Some of those more exotic fish from Mexico might come up. The wahoo might come closer, and then we might be in wahoo again. But you don't know. It's always kind of changing. The water changes, the temperature changes. It's just not a given. So. That's my recommendation to you guys. If you guys are thinking about definitely go on. Yeah. The 1.5 days pretty much is pretty good. Yeah. The 1 days right now are a gamble. You're even the overnights. You're absolutely right, Max. It's like they're there, but a day trip's like it's not a given. A 2-day, almost a guarantee. 3-day, like the longer you go, pretty much better guarantee you're going to get one because you get to fish at night and stuff. But yeah, the 1 days are getting them, like the Grande and stuff like that. The San Diego are out there doing the 1 days, but not everybody catching the fish. Yeah, they're gonna put a few on the boat, but definitely not guarantee. Yeah, dude, they are. They totally are. It's crazy when you think about when you think of like cultures like Native Americans, right? That would like really like respected animals and stuff like that. Bluefin is like one of those fish. Like you catch it, and even though you're killing it, you're still eating it, you're still using it, and it's like you definitely stand in awe of it. Like when you really like just sit there and look at it, it's pretty fast. They're awesome creatures, for sure. Oh yeah, the albacore. Yeah, dude. See, you guys got the albacore story. That's totally cool. All right, guys, you ready for the giveaway?
Okay, how many giveaways?
How many?
Are we giving away?
How many people do we have?
We have.
Sorry, Ironfish. Let me take you off.
40 people on the list.
40 people on the list. Thank you, guys. That's awesome. If you guys are still here in the chat, if you want to be on the list, type in "oos" and like the show, and we'll put you in the drawing. We're going to do that now. And this is a thank you for the 1,000 sub special. Thank you guys for getting us there to 1,000 subs. Totally awesome. I'm going to do some things, some emotes, stuff like that. So it'll be cool. I'm looking forward to it. The next step in the submission fishing live show for sure. So let's see. What do we got? 40.
Yeah, everybody's saying Oos. I've got them all down.
Yeah, everybody's saying Oos. I think we've got you down. But if you haven't yet gotten on there, let us know. If you haven't said anything, go ahead and type it in there. Give you guys a few minutes.
Okay, so what are we giving away first?
How many? What should we give away?
I'm gonna give away some 220s.
Yeah. How many jigs? Should we do?
A 2-pack.
How many you guys want?
I mean, let's see. We'll do 5 giveaways.
Let's do. What do you want to do? Two 2-pack, 220s.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna do
220 javelins.
We're gonna do 220 javelin jigs. So that'll be 2 giveaways. So you get 2 in each one. Then we'll do. Let's do a hat, right?
Yeah.
Let me write this down. We'll do a submission fishing hat. So we'll do 2.
The gray or the camo.
220, and then we'll do a slow death hat, just like the one I'm wearing. Slow death jig. Except the one I'm gonna give you is like gray.
Richie Rich, 41. Okay.
Huh?
Richie Rich. I got you.
So we're gonna give one of these away. If you guys want to buy one of these, they're on our site too, submissionfiction.com. So if you don't win one, so we're gonna give this away. We're gonna give away 4 of these, but 2 packs. Different colors. And then, so we got 1 hat. And then what else?
2 packs. And then we could do like a little smorgasbord, sticker, a patch, and like a 60 gram.
A sticker, a patch, and a 60 gram.
Or a shirt. We do have some, I think we have XLs.
We do have some XL shirts. Do we want to do a trip giveaway? How about we do a trip?
Yeah.
But how about submission at sea? You want to do that?
You want to do a submission at sea or a trip out with you?
Would you guys rather have a submission at sea or a trip out with me on my boat? Which one? And maybe we'll do that we'll do that giveaway separate. Maybe we'll do that one like you'll have to comment on the video or something.
So let's give away one more little pack of stuff.
So then we'll give away another pack. So then the other pack will be.
As long as you don't wear a large. What size do you have? I think we have everything except large.
As long as you don't wear a large, because we don't have any large shirts left. We've got like small, medium, I think extra large. Want to hand me one?
So let's do a shirt.
Hand me a shirt. So we'll do a shirt too.
Shirt, hat, a few jigs.
Submission fishing shirt. And then we'll like throw some stickers in with this one too. Show me some stickers. And we'll do maybe a couple stickers with the shirt.
We got these guys too. You could give away one of these with each giveaway.
We got patches.
Those aren't even for sale. Those are like exclusive.
Yeah, these aren't even for sale. So we're gonna give one of these away. These are patches. They're Velcro patches. But these aren't even for sale. They're not even listed on the website. So these are like, sometimes I give these away. Anyways, we got stickers. We can't find them, but they're cool. They're big. They're like 5 inches. They got foil. They're holographic. Yeah. This is what they look like.
I think Michael put them somewhere.
I probably put them somewhere. So,
probably downstairs.
All right, guys, we're gonna do the giveaways, man. It's hot in here.
Okay, which one are we giving away first?
So again, you guys, thank you so much for 1,000 subs. It's cool. I can give some of this stuff away. If you guys don't win, hey, submissionfishing.com. We got all that stuff. I don't have the underwear. Yeah.
They want a trip with you on your boat. It looks like.
You guys ready to do a trip with me?
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody wants a trip on your boat.
Okay, so we'll do a trip. Maybe we'll do that.
Well, some people want boats, but
we'll do that giveaway. So that one we'll do like after the video. Leave a comment on it, and then we'll do that one next week. So that'll be like a separate giveaway.
Yeah.
Did you get Vanity Crooks?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, we're in there. Okay, so we got everybody. How many people?
I've got 42.
And you're in the name generator thing?
And we're going to pick 5 names.
We're picking 5 names. So here we go. So first one, you're going to win 220 gram slow death jigs. The winner is...
Coming. Give me a drum roll.
Or do you want to do it? You want Jessica to do the announcements?
Sure.
We'll let Jessica do it since she started the show. I don't want to take her thunder away. And she's been here facilitating from the beginning, doing all the moderating.
I only missed one show. I had to go see Candace on live.
I need to get some water.
Okay. Hello. I'm back. Lucky you. Okay, so what are we giving away first? The two 220s we're giving away first. All right. Are you guys ready? Ready? All right. Drum roll. All right. First winner is 5 gill fish. You win. Congratulations. So let me put this in the chat here. I'm like, Michael's desk is a mess. 5 gill fish wins a 2-pack of 220s. Okay, cool. All right. What's next? What are we giving away next? The hat? All right, we're going to do the hat next. The hat goes to Andre. I will tell them right now. Okay. Yeah. To send me your addresses for the prizes, please email info@chinfishing.com. Okay, we got 2 more. So we did the hat. Andre got the hat. We did a 2-pack. 5 gill fish won that one. What's next? Another 2-pack? Mm-hmm. Okay, next 2-pack of 220 javelins goes to SoCal Steve. Get the 2-pack of 220s. All right. Yeah, I'm a professionally trained typist. No big deal. All right, we got 2 more. So we're going to do, there was like a smorgasbord sticker pack. Okay, sticker, patch, and shirt. We're going to do that. Michael, there's only 4 prizes written that you wrote down this little thing. What's the 5th one?
The 5th, I think, was the
trip. So we're doing 4 tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 5th will be the trip. Okay.
So the last one for tonight is the shirt, which if you win, we can look at sizes. This one happens to be a medium. I think we have everything except extra large. And then we're going to do patches and stuff and stickers. So the 4th winner is Vanity Crooks. Congratulations. You were late. You're new and you won. That's great.
want to do one of these.
Yeah, let's do one of those too.
We're gonna do one of these.
All right, one more. One more. All right, one more is going to be TB metal art.
Ooh, stop.
Yay. Okay, thank you guys so much for that. That was super fun. We'll do the trip on Michael's boat next week. So just comment on the video and then I'll put everybody in the list again, the drawing again. So even if you were already in this drawing, you can still be in that drawing. So if you just won and you're here, email me your address or I can't send you anything. And that would be sad. So send us an email, info@submissionfishing.com, and we'll get this sent out to you. Thanks, guys. I should have written that down.
Ooh, it's awesome, guys. Thank you, Jessica, my lovely assistant, my pregnant assistant. Yeah, so guys, make sure you send me your info too, because we've had people win some stuff and we don't ever hear from them again. So it's like, and I can't send it out to you. So, you know, we get a bunch of I've got prizes, not a bunch. So many people won stuff. I can't get them out. Look at that. I got music now too. Got the outro music. We're stepping our game up. Yeah, guys. Thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. It's been a long day for me, but I'm glad you guys showed up. Hopefully you guys learned something today, even though it was kind of just like just kind of went with it, went with the roll. Didn't really have too much planned, but I love hanging out with you guys. Thanks for all the support. If you guys didn't win anything, you want to buy something, you know, submissionfishing.com if you want to support the stream. Really helpful. If not, hey, don't worry about it, dude. Come here for free every day. Come watch the YouTube stuff. Don't cost you anything, and just a like and a comment. I mean, that stuff helps too. And there's many more years and many more great outings. And like Jessica was saying, comment on the on this video after it's done, not now. So on the replay, just type. You don't even have to write anything. You can just say hi, what's up. You can type oos, whatever it is. And we'll put you in the drawing. I'll take you out on my boat. We'll make a day of it. And yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. You like that techno music, guys? I don't win games based on luck. Yeah, I don't either, dude. It's terrible. Yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for showing up. Loved having you. Also seeing you guys here. And we'll see you next week. Next Thursday, we'll be back at it again. Same thing. Be out there fishing. You guys be safe this weekend. Maybe I'll see you out on the water. And until next time, guys, go get your black belts in fishing. Oos.